If a landlord sells the freehold to the building without telling the leaseholders, there is sometimes something the leaseholders can do about it. Leaseholders have what's called a preemption right, or it's often known as the first right of refusal. And it basically means that the landlord should offer the freehold to the current leaseholders first before selling the freehold interest on the open market. There are some exceptions to the rule, and there are also strict time limits within which the leaseholders need to take action if they receive an offer from their landlord to sell them the freehold interest, or if they find out that the landlord has sold the freehold interest without telling them. So it's very important for leaseholders to get professional advice as soon as they find themselves in that situation. If a landlord sends a notice to the leaseholders offering to sell them the freehold, they need to accept the offer within the time period set out in the notice. It's often 2 months. And to accept the offer, they need to serve what's known as an acceptance notice, and that needs more than 50% of the flat owners to participate in that process. If the leaseholders find out that the landlord sold the freehold interest without telling them, in some circumstances they can actually go on to force the new owner to sell them the freehold interest back at the same price. And again, they would need more than 50% of the flat owners to participate in that to force the sale. It's important to remember that this process is not about forcing a landlord to sell you the freehold interest. So the landlord can pull out at any time as long as they then don't go on to sell the freehold to someone else, and as long as a binding contract hasn't been signed yet. And there's also no way for the leaseholders to challenge the price that the landlord offers the freehold for. But on the other hand, this process can often be a good opportunity for leaseholders to buy the freehold at sometimes a good price, and without having to start the statutory process and without having to dispute with the landlord about the price to pay. If you find yourself in this situation where you have an offer from the landlord to sell you the freehold interest, or you think they might have sold it on without telling you, you can contact Anthony Gould's Leasehold Services team, and we can give you some advice on that.